Wow.
What's that star? Is that a lone star? Would you say that's a lone star?
It looks like it. Oh my gosh.
That
was quick.
Yeah. I love this one.
I well, notice the fabrics. There's a lot of like vintage.
Well, no, she used her husband's Hawaiian
that's
shirts.
right. I forgot about that.
And the birds. And her husband passed away, and she used her husband's Hawaiian shirts to make this.
That's right. That's right. I forgot.
And I just love this. I thought it was super cute.
And what a memory piece for her, you know.
Oh, yeah.
That was so pretty.
Mm-hmm. This looked like a garden to me.
Yes, with a trellis.
Yeah, lattice type of. There are so many.
Oh, that is just beautiful colors, fabrics. This was pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I love the browns and the aqua teals, and it looked old-fashioned to me.
Yeah, I think that was a block of the month.
Was it?
I think it was. Yeah.
And this one again with the applique.
Applique.
Oh gosh, it's so beautiful, but I don't have the patience for that.
I don't either.
And look at all those tiny pieces.
It's crazy.
I'd love to know how many hours were in that. Oh, and this is pretty.
I love the quilting in those paper parts.
The butterflies.
I didn't get a very good video of this. It's too fast. I apologize. But I love those butterflies.
Yeah, and the batiks that she put with it. Oh, this was cute. The
This was
Christmas.
so cute.
Yeah, the buttons. Again, with all the applique. I mean, that is such an art form.
And she did buttons. And look at the blanket stitch.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
And then the writing that she embroidered on there. I mean, it just, everything was just so thought out and so pretty. It just makes you want to start singing Jingle Bells.
That's like when you hang on the wall.
Yes.
At Christmas time. And it's huge.
Oh.
That's pretty.
Yeah. Again, I just love those colors.
Yeah, the prints are reproduction fabrics. Watch that.
Oh,
I was like, look at these small pieces. I had to put my finger next to it so you can see how small these pieces were. I couldn't get over that.
Yeah, those were tiny.
Yeah.
You can't even begin to imagine the hours that go into these quilts. You know, people think that, you can buy a quilt at Walmart for $29. Sure, you can buy a quilt for $29, but you are not getting the craftsmanship or the detail, the time, the love, the thought, the planning out of what goes into these.
Because with a homemade quilt, or that's made for you or somebody gives to you, there is no other quilt like that.
No.
If you buy a quilt from Pottery Barn or, wherever, there's, how many other umpteen quilts that look just like that one.
Right. You're not, with a homemade quilt, you are not going to find that quilt in anybody else's home,
No.
Because as quilters, I mean, you may have a pattern, but I don't know about you, but there is always some sort of alteration that I make when I'm making a quilt. So it's never exactly the same.
Yeah. No stitch will be replicated, or and I think too, when as quilters when we make a quilt for somebody, we tailor it and create it for that specific person, especially if it's somebody we know,
Right.
a family member or a friend,
Right.
that we take into consideration what they like and what colors they like, what things they're interested in, and we incorporate that.
Right, because
into the quilt.
and that's what makes it so special to everybody.
Like an Ohio State quilt. Like lots of people love Ohio State quilts.
OH.
I know.
Woohoo! Honorable mention. Aw, families are forever.
That's cute. The stitching.
Yep.
I wonder how long that takes.
I don't know, but that's again with these little tiny squares.
It goes like a one 1-inch square.
Yeah,
right?
that's a 1-inch. Yeah. Oh, I love the caterpillar.
Cute.
Yeah. There was so much to look at the show, and the creativity. Like that. I mean, that's just adorable.
It is cute. I liked this one. And when people make these art
Oh, yeah.
quilts like that, I'm just blown away.
Yeah, look at that stitching detail.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you're putting the fabrics together and then to go back in and stitch all that, wow, that takes a lot of thought.
It adds so much texture and design to it.
Mm-hmm.
It gives it a whole new look.
Yeah. It basically makes it come alive.
Yeah.
That's cute. Look, again, with the stitching and the different colors, that just makes a whole different quilt.
That's Irish chain.
Yep.
It's 2 fabrics. That's it. The brown and the print.
And it looks so much more detailed than that. And the batiks. Again, with the stitching.
These women are so clever and artistic.
Yeah. True
The whole
artisans.
Whole show. Yes.
I really I look forward to going next year to see everything.
The wildflowers.
Yeah, that was pretty.
I couldn't tell if those had to come from a panel.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. And they cut the panel and just...
Yeah. Pretty.
Yep.
That's bright colors.
Mm-hmm. I love that. That was 3rd place.
It's a different take on the shoe fly block.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for a shoe fly block.
This was the people's choice.
Oh, yeah. This one was so cool. Because they took all the trees that were in the Metroparks.
Right.
And made them into blocks.
I mean, look at the oak tree. I mean, that just...
I liked the oak tree.
Yeah. And I mean, and everything was just so... When you looked at it, you're like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I had to zoom in on the oak tree.
Yeah.
The acorns. Yeah.
That was gorgeous.
A lot of quilting in that, too.
Oh, yeah. The weeping willow. I mean, the evergreens.
This one was inspired also by the Metroparks in fall. And, it's so pretty. The batiks are very fallish.
Yeah.
I need to find a good, like a bundle of batik autumn.
Oh, look at that stitching.
Cute.
I can't even imagine.
I can't either. I love the bumblebee.
Yeah, I love the hummingbirds. Those were so pretty. Oh, look at that bumblebee.
Yeah. We're getting bees again.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right.
Honeybees. Yeah. This
Oh,
was
yeah.
my favorite.
We both loved.
They spelled judged wrong. I can't help it. I majored in English. That's not how you spell judged.
We both loved this quilt. This was your all-time favorite.
This is my all-time favorite, followed by the Halloween one that's coming up. She dyed this fabric. Painted. No, she painted it.
Painted it, yes.
It. And the extent to which she painted it, and then going outside of the quilt with those leaves, I was just floored. It was beautiful.
And I mean, the stitching in it makes that texture of the water, and I mean, the trees. If you look at the trees, I mean, the leaves, everything about it was, and look at the cable knit in her hat.
I know.
I mean, that's just, there was so much thought into this.
I would love to meet her and just sit down and watch her
Yeah.
do something.
Yeah.
Paint something.
This was
Neil
a cool one.
Armstrong, the NASA quilt.
Yeah, that was really neat.
Yeah, it was. And the detail that she put in this with the patches and everything
Uh-huh.
was really cool.
Yeah. The buttons.
Mm-hmm.
I like the tabs that she used.
Oh, yeah.
Those are cute. I mean, just such creativity.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Oh, Spooky Hollow. Okay, so this was my second favorite. And, it was a close tie. But I loved this one because it is so detailed and cute and funny.
It is. I mean, the sayings that were on it were just too cute.
Mm-hmm. The Witch Boutique.
Capes half off.
And you know I'm a sucker for Halloween.
Oh, yeah. You're big into Halloween anyway with your pumpkins and everything.
I mean, I see a pumpkin and my eye is drawn to it.
Mm-hmm.
Or anything Halloween. Fly through.
Pumpkin latte, batwing, mocha, frog leg, espresso.
I wonder if she made this, like her own pattern, or if it was from a pattern.
I don't know. I love the services.
Yeah.
I mean, everything about it. And the sporadic placement of the cobwebs, you know, the spider webs.
Yes. And the swirls are variegated. Did you see that? Is variegated thread?
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
The swirls are, yeah.
Oh, cool.
See it?
Yep. Yep.
That is really cool.
Yeah, that is.
Because it gives it movement.
Yep.
The swirls make it look windy and give it movement.
Look at the chimney. I mean, the material that she used in the block. I mean, that was so cool.
If I ever meet her, I'll be like, how long did it take you to make this wall? Like, how many years? Look at the pumpkins.
Potting shed. I love that. Oh my.
Yeah. So cute. And the Dresdens are beautiful, but really, what really makes it is the whole
quilt
edge.
Yeah.
With all these spooky scenes, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I like how she took the tree.
Yeah.
And you start with the base and the bark and the branches, and then you use stitches to make the thin branches.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, that was an awesome quilt.
Yeah.
We spent a lot of time looking at that one
because there's a lot to see.
Yeah,
and read.
Each little square had some sort of unique little saying on it, and it drew you in, and you're just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Huh.
Oh, the curves in this was, and the points.
I made a curved quilt. It looks maddening to me. Like I would go crazy.
Yeah, and those points.
This one was cool.
Yes.
I liked this one because she said, I think they were endangered.
Yes.
But she represented these little animals to their size in real life. So they're just tiny little guys.
Yeah. And the eyes, and I mean, how she portrayed them, that was cute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This one I was really taken with the way that she used her quilting, her stitching, because it added texture, like that pathway right there.
Yep.
It added this texture that, and all the grass.
Yes.
Yeah. That was awesome. I thought that was super cool.
And then the gecko on the rock there.
Yeah, maybe that was supposed to be like a fossil.
Yeah, it could have been, yeah. Yeah.
Hey, this is our friend Sarah's quilt.
Sarah's quilt from Liberty Green Quilt Shop in Green.
Here we filmed a video with her.
Yeah.
And she used Kate Spain's fabric, and each fabric on there they used from her Kate Spain's collections, one fabric from, or one triangle from each of her fabric lines for 10 years, I think it was.
Right. And Sarah, just a shout out to you. I'm glad you're staying safe at home. And Joyce, you're taking such good care of her.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love this one. So this one drew my eye because I love this painting by Gustav Klimt. It's called The Kiss. And I've always loved this painting. It is gorgeous. And the way that she made this into a quilt.
Yeah, you were like all over that one. You just
in awe.
Yes.
It was beautiful. I love that. I need to know how she did that.
Yeah, that was really
She had to have painted that, actually. Painted that fabric.
Oh, yeah. To get all those different... Yeah, you're right. That's something we should look into, just to see how it's done.
The Painted Ladies.
This was pretty. I liked this. I thought this was really unique.
And this was...
Again with the detail.
Oh, so much work.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So much work.
Now this one here, didn't it have a decorative back to it as well?
Yes.
That's what I thought was really neat. She did this, the red and the white on the front, and then when you look at the back, wait till you see the embellishments on the back.
Yes. It's like a crazy quilt on the back.
Yeah, yeah.
With a lot of embellishments on it. And it's stunning.
Mm-hmm. And this was a tie quilt. I mean, she tied it, and when you see the back...
That's why.
Yeah, because there's so much on the reverse side of it.
Yeah. There's a lot to look at.
Oh gosh, yeah.
In this quilt.
I mean, you look at the eyebrows, you look at the lips, I mean, the detail. There's the back. And there was all kinds of cool stuff.
Ribbons.
Buttons, stones, gadgets. I mean, all kinds of cool stuff.
And...
yeah, that was...
Victorian ladies. Yeah.
She made that for a 90-year-old patient.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing?
That, yeah, just...
Like, there's cross stitch right there.
Yep. And the French knots, I mean, and look at the ribbon that's so... oh, my goodness.
She did 2 quilts on this.
Yes.
Technically.
Yeah.
Because she did the front, and then she made a quilt for the back.
Right.
And put them, tied them together.
Yep. That there is an heirloom. That just is beautiful.
I would be like, if I were to hang that somewhere, I'd be like, which side do I hang it? Like,
really?
Which one?
You have to like rotate. Yeah. Oh, cross stitch.
You and I were both like,
oh, yeah. I made a cross stitch Christmas tablecloth that I pulled out at Thanksgiving time, and it took me like 4 years to do, and it was like a fraction of the detail of this.
Well, I love that tablecloth.
Yeah, and again, I only use it at the holiday. Yeah,
that's a lot of work right there.
That is beautiful, and I love the trim. I mean, the edging on that was just gorgeous.
Game of Thrones. Do 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 do.
Yep.
I think I zoomed in on House Dark because obviously that's my favorite.
Yeah, that was really cool. That was a neat.
Oh, I do love the House Targaryen too. This is cool. I wonder how maybe she printed those.
Maybe, yeah. Unless there was some fabric out there that. Wow.
Dear Jane.
Wow.
I love a Dear Jane. I know I said this there. I love a Dear Jane, but.
Wow.
Oh dear, I just turned the other way. I'll admire it.
I don't want to do it.
I don't want to do it.
And then the scalloped edging she's got on the side. I mean,
yeah, it's a little different because usually the edges are different. But I loved it. It's gorgeous.
This is cute for our kids' room.
Kid, yeah.
I love all the bright primary colors and the Dr. Seuss book covers. That was just so cute.
They do Dr. Seuss weeks at my kids' school.
Do they?
They got all sorts of activities every day. This one, I love that goat in the tree. I couldn't get enough of that goat in the tree.
Long ago.
And gotta keep far away.
Look at the detail again. No, oh my.
There's some. Oh, this one.
Oh, this is my favorite. I love this one.
You know what that is? That's got to be
that
applique embroidery.
Yep.
Embroidered applique. How are you saying?
Yes. I just love this quilt. I mean, it was so whimsical, so cute. All the little animals, the way they went from one block and into the next block, and especially like the fox on the right-hand side. You see his tail, and he goes down into the next block.
I'd be hanging it up in the kids' room. I'd be like, you're not going to barf on this.
And then look at all the embroidery stitching and the different colors. I mean, that was my favorite. I love that.
This one, when I was editing this video, and we're going to come to it, You know how you're not supposed to touch it?
Yeah.
I touched it.
I know, I remember.
I couldn't help myself. And because I had to touch it, because I had to see how in the world she did it. And I still don't know how she did it.
That's amazing.
But we're going to zoom in on it right here. Here we go. I was like, what? What?
Bad girl,
What is
bad
that?
girl. Slap her
Feathers. What? What? How did she? What? I still don't get it.
I was looking around. Is anybody watching us? Is anybody watching us?
I had to touch the feathers.
That was too funny.
I was like, I got to figure out. I got to look at the back. I still don't get it. How did she do? What? What? I have no words. But it was freaking adorable.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to meet her.
That is really, really
That is
cool.
so pretty.
Just,
Yeah.
I mean, each little square and the detail that goes into it. And
That's a hanger on the wall, too.
oh, yeah,
You know.
for sure.
You don't put that on the bed.
No.
This one was cute. I've never seen anything like this.
Oh, yeah, the 3D.
It's 3D,
Mm-hmm.
which... See what I did there?
Yes.
The books pop out and she wrote on the pages.
Yeah, that was neat. It's time
So
to define
cute.
graphic.
You know, I love a good Halloween quilt.
Yes, you do.
I love it. I kind of wanted to stand there and read it, but then I couldn't bring myself to touch it.
Yeah. Well, and there are other people standing there like, get out of the way so we can get over there and look at it.
Library Witch.
Hand applique. Wow. That was cool.
This one was, well, I know we stood here and looked at this because it's
Yeah.
also 3D.
Right.
And it's got that fur on
The edge of the wings
the
there.
wings, and
Yeah.
then the leaves pop out.
Uh-huh. That was so cool, though.
Yeah.
And, I mean, there was, like, little bugs or droplets or those little blue things there that...
Yeah.
Or... I mean, the whole thing was just really very unique.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're all unique.
Yep.
They're all beautiful.
They are. There were so many.
Hey, look, I know her. Hey, that white-haired lady.
Yeah. I
Love
know
her. Seen her before.
Have you? She loved you too.
Yeah. Love that lady.
That was a good day.
Mm-hmm. So, here's Spock's hand.
Yep.
Love this. And never seen one of these Star Trek quilts.
Uh-huh.
And that I thought it was really cool. Really clever.
What did Spock say? Go forth and prosper? Or what was it?
Something like that.
Yeah.
To boldly go.
Captain Kirk. Always liked Captain Kirk and Mr. Spock.
How could you not?
Yeah. I watch those original ones now and oh, they're so corny.
Mm-hmm.
But they were cutting edge back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah. Enterprise. That's paper piecing, I bet.
It looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah. I wonder if that's paper piecing. You think?
That's gotta be.
That's gotta be.
Yeah, that's...
That's
Look at those points. I mean, yeah.
perfect. Perfect points.
I love the colors. They're just so pretty.
This one I could not figure out. It's called No Y Seams. How can you not have Y seams? I don't know.
I don't know either. We're like, how did she do that?
No Y seams. I stood there and looked at that like, what?
Yeah. How did she do that? That was fascinating.
No idea. No idea.
Are you making fun of me?
No, I'm not. Now I will.
She said idea. That's why I was.
No idea.
Machine piece.
This is another art. Well,
Yeah. These ladies, I guess, you know, it's just like, wow. That is pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Very unique.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of your wedding quilt. But not as much color and detail.
Turquoise in the man. Another art quilt.
Yep.
It's pretty.
Very pretty.
This one I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah, that was especially representative of, you know, Cleveland Rocks and, you know, the Rock Hall of Fame. That was just a unique Sewing rocks.
Tribute to Cleveland.
Yep. I love the guitars. And then
star.
And then the patch in the middle. Yeah. That was cool. It's very scenic, like real life. And it goes outside of the normal square of a quilt, you know? And just the detail, like in the trees, if you look at the bark and all the thread colors that she used to create that bark look, and even up in the bluebird. I mean, the threads and the branches and just the detail in that. It just, to me, is gorgeous.
Is true artist.
Yeah, and I mean, you look at her hat. I mean, it's almost like you could see the knitted pattern design in her little hat. And that's just from the coloring of the thread that she's using in the stitches. To me, that just is, and this looks almost like the texture of bark, you know? It looks like it's real.
It's beautiful. Gorgeous. Well, that's it.
That's it.
So that was part 2 of our Metroparks in Cleveland, and that was a nice day.
That was a lot of fun. It was really a lot of fun. Saw a lot of really unique quilts, and made me realize, whoa, girl, you got a long way to go to do some of those things.
That's out of our league. Out of my league.
That's out of my league too. Those are true artisans there.
Absolutely. So. Well, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to Quilt Swag's YouTube channel, Facebook and Instagram, and
like and share.
Like, share, and visit us at quiltswag.com. Thanks for watching.
Have a great day.